The city's pulse had slowed to a weary murmur, the usual symphony of car horns and distant sirens replaced by the muted sigh of a late-night drizzle. Inside the cavernous, almost desolate expanse of the municipal library, the fluorescent lights hummed with a sterile, indifferent glow. Elias, a man whose life had long been defined by solitude and the quiet rhythm of his janitorial duties, moved with practiced efficiency, his broom a rhythmic whisper against the polished floors. He was a creature of habit, his routine a comforting, predictable hum in the vast, unpredictable world. But tonight, the hum was about to be broken. It began as a tremor, not in the floor, but in the air itself, a fleeting, almost imperceptible shiver that seemed to cling to the periphery of his hearing. It wasn't a meow, a bark, or even a human cry. It was something far more subtle, a sound so fragile it felt like a silent plea echoing within his own chest. He paused, broom suspended mid-air, a frown furrowing his brow. This was life, teetering on the edge of extinction. He listened, his breath held, his usually pragmatic mind reaching for an explanation beyond the mundane. There it was again, a whisper of a whimper, so weak it felt like the last gasp of a dying flame. Drawn by an instinct he hadn't known he possessed, Elias moved, his footsteps surprisingly light for his weary frame. The whimpers grew marginally clearer as he approached the dock, leading him to a stack of forgotten cardboard boxes, damp with the night's moisture. He peered into the shadows, his heart a sudden, painful clench in his chest. Nestled amongst the discarded packaging, barely visible, was a medium-sized cardboard box. From it, the faint, almost ghostly whimpers continued. This wasn't just a sound, it was the sound, a desperate, silent scream for help, amplified by the stark reality of the box's contents. With trembling hands, Elias gently pushed open the damp flaps. What he saw made his breath catch, a wave of profound sorrow washing over him. Curled tightly within the cramped confines of the box was a dog, a shepherd mix, its fur matted and dull, clinging to a skeletal frame. Its eyes, though clouded with pain and exhaustion, held a desperate, unwavering plea, reflecting the faint light from his flashlight like twin embers. Its ribs protruded sharply, a testament to prolonged starvation. One leg was twisted at an unnatural angle, swollen and clearly broken. It shivered uncontrollably, not just from the cold, but from sheer terror and the agony of its injuries. This was no ordinary abandonment. This was a deliberate act of cruelty, leaving a sentient being to face its final moments alone, exposed to the elements. The whimper now was almost inaudible, a testament to its fading strength, yet it persisted, a tiny defiant protest against its cruel fate.
Without a moment's hesitation, Elias shed his uniform jacket and gently, carefully, scooped the fragile creature into his arms. Its weight was shocking, practically nothing. He carried it like a precious, shattered artifact, rushing it to his worn-out car. The next few hours were a blur of frantic phone calls to emergency vets, gentle whispers of reassurance, and the careful administering of warm water and a tiny bit of rehydration solution. The vet's prognosis was grim: severe malnutrition, dehydration, a complex fracture, and hypothermia. He might not make it, Elias, the vet had said. He's very, very weak. But Elias refused to give up. He spent the night by the dog's side, meticulously cleaning its wounds, feeding it broth drop by drop, adjusting its makeshift bed, and simply being there, a silent guardian against the encroaching darkness. He talked to the dog, told it stories of a warmer, safer place, pouring every ounce of his lonely heart into this fragile life.
Days turned into weeks. The dog, whom Elias named Hope, after the tiny spark he saw in its eyes, slowly began to mend. Its whimpers transformed into soft sighs of contentment, then tentative tail wags. The broken leg, splinted and cared for, began to heal. Hope's fur regained its luster, and its eyes, once clouded with despair, now sparkled with a vibrant, playful light. Elias's small apartment, once quiet and empty, was now filled with the gentle thud of Hope's recovering paws, the soft rustle of its breathing, and the unparalleled joy of its companionship. Elias, who had once found solace in the quiet solitude of his routine, discovered a profound, unexpected purpose. Hope was not just a dog he saved. Hope saved him too. The silence of his life, once comforting, had become a heavy cloak of loneliness. Hope shattered that silence, filling his days with unconditional love, playful nudges, and a boundless gratitude that resonated deep within his soul. He learned to laugh more, to speak more, to feel more. The weary janitor, who once faded into the background, now walked taller, his heart brimming with a warmth he never knew he was missing. Hope, the dying dog left in a box, became a beacon of resilience, a testament to the transformative power of compassion, proving that even in the darkest corners, a single act of kindness can ignite a light that illuminates not just one life, but two.